the ball, and he played tailback against Ponderosa when McDonald was out, went for over 200 yards. That's how versatile Pichata is.
And he's also a great wrestler, right? State champion.
Yeah.
So a terrific athlete. Newton throws Pichata a terrific shoestring catch, and he's got the ball in the end zone for a touchdown for Cherry Creek. Slot on the left side. They're in the eye on second down, and Newton straight back to throw the rush on. They set up the screen. They've got Pichata. He's got blockers. He's got a first down and more. Inside the 35, down the sideline, and there he goes. And Cherry Creek has scored again on a screen pass, and oh, they drew it up just so beautifully, and they've got a touchdown. A 52-yard play and a beauty.
Well, Pichata's got 2 touchdowns now, both through the air. A versatile back, number 22, and you're right, Gary, great execution. Watch this. They're just going to let the horizon lineman come through. They think they're going to have a quarterback sack, but look at the downfield blocking, and he gets plenty of it. And then Pichata just turns on the jets right there. You see Humphrey getting downfield to block. They also had a block from McCready downfield. Their wide receivers and their tight ends. I mentioned that before. Great.
I think we're going to take another look at the touchdown, Jim, and some great blocking and some Cherry Creek guys who downfield had nobody to block.
Yeah, they really did. They had so many people at the point of attack. A nice block from 64 Dan Olson, and then downfield 66 Tony LaCara getting a great block. And then Pichata looking around saying, hey, there's no one else around here. I'm going in for 6 points, but just can't emphasize that point enough with the downfield blocking for the Bruins.
10-yard pickup on the play from the eye. 1st and 10 at the 14. The pitch to McDonald. Has a block from Reagan. Inside the 10, turning the corner to the 5. Leaping into the end zone for a Cherry Creek touchdown. They've scored again. And a flag at the end of the play. Way after it was over.
I think they're going to call him for celebrating. That's what they're going to call him. Boy, they get great force right here, and it looks like McDonald's going to go down. Watch the block that Reagan tries to put on the outside linebacker right there. And I think that Seahorn and the rest of the defense for the Horizon Hawks thought that the play was going to cut back inside, but that little stutter step gave McDonald the corner. They were able to just turn the corner because Reagan puts the block right up there. Well, that's number 48. That's Sean Mitchell, the strong safety, coming up, and you think he's going to make a nice force, but he doesn't get the force, and that gets McDonald outside. And you get the touchdown. 2nd down and 12 for Cherry Creek with 4:06 to go in the half. McDonald, and boy, where do they get that running room? There's nobody there inside the 35 to the 33-yard line on 2nd and 12. They've got another big first down play. I'll tell you where they're getting the running from, and that's because of their wide receivers blocking. Once again, you're going to see a block from Seneca Holmes, number 2 on the inside linebacker, Chris Seahorn. I don't know if you're going to be able to get to see it, but that just leaves the whole right side wide open. There's nobody there because the inside linebacker is cut off from the pursuit, and nobody's there to force the ball back inside.
22-yard gain. It is amazing how quickly they find daylight and huge running room. Stop for Horizon.
And credit the offensive line for Cherry Creek in this last drive. They've been running the football. I don't know if they've thrown the ball at all in this drive. They've just been running the football quite a bit and very effectively because that offensive line is opening big gaps.
And Mike Wolford told us earlier in the week, Jim, as far as he's concerned, his tackle combination of Ashworth, 78, and Olson, 64, as good as any tackle combination in the state. 53 seconds to go till halftime. 20-0 Cherry Creek. Pichata for his 3rd touchdown, and the Bruins have scored again. Jeff Sussman, Danny Olson, the right side of that Cherry Creek line, making the hole for R.J. Pichata. And with 48 seconds to go, Tom Capper has quite a pep talk. He's going to have to give it halftime.
When they go to the power running game, it's going to be Pichata and Ron Reagan. And Ron Reagan gets a nice block. Pichata, he's touched, but not much getting into the end zone. He gets in there pretty cleanly.
It is 26-0. Cherry Creek is leading the 5A state championship game, and we have come to halftime. Dean kicks, and it'll be Holmes at the 41-yard line. Gets a block, heads to the wide side, another block, looks to turn the corner. Got a good block on that side, the 50-yard line, down the sideline, inside the 40, all the way to the 29-yard line. Some terrific blocking by Cherry Creek, able to spring Seneca Holmes, and we said they'd have good field position. They've got great field position at the 29-yard line.
Once again, a great block by number 34, Scott Schraberg, the little man. Watch him right there. That's dangerously close to being below the waist, as a matter of fact. But that's the first block that gets Seneca Holmes on his way, all the way deep into Horizon territory.
Third down play coming up. Football at the 28-yard line. It's third and just about 8. And Newton in the pocket. Throws wide open. Trip Humphrey over the shoulder catch. Touchdown Bruins. Is it supposed to be this easy?
I don't think so. They're sure making it look easy. Trip Humphrey gets his 5th TD on the year. A guy that's going to be a great tight end in the future and in college. Just needs to put a little weight on. And what we see here, they're just in a 2-deep zone, and Humphrey's able to get to the side of the safety and behind the short corner. And an easy touchdown for Trip Humphrey.
In motion, it's Keith to the top of your screen. And Dean with the pump fake. Boy, he's got time this time, and he fires. It's 3-on-1 downfield, and the ball deflected and intercepted by Scott Schaberg. Scott going the other way to the 40, the 45, midfield, and out of bounds inside the 47-yard line with a flag thrown at the end of the play.
Flag's probably going to be a late hit, but Schaberg having a heck of a ball game. Pointed out some of the blocks that he's made, has good coverage during the course of the afternoon, now comes up with a big interception. Mitchler just tries to go up for it, the tight end from Horizon, as tempers start to flare.
They said that they often pick on Schaberg because he's only 5'8", and he gets in trouble on jump ball situations. But you'll see as this ball was intended for Mitchler that ultimately he wound up intercepting the ball around his ankles.
Yeah, he doesn't go up in the jump ball situation. Mitchler's going to go up with... Well, I didn't see who that was. That was Marcus McDavid. And that's where the ball gets tipped. But Mitchler had a chance. He had his hand on that football. And Schaberg just really took it right off the turf.
Yeah, nose of the football nearly touched the ground. Maybe it did.
And if Horizon can make the tackle right here, and I think he caught the ball, but if they can make the tackle bet down there, it's just as good as a punt. But when Schaberg gets the long return all the way into the Hawks' territory, then it's not as good as a punt. Right.
Knocked off wide field, and that was the closest game, 36-29. And last week overcame deficits of 13-0 and 27-13 against Dave Logan in Arvada West, and finally beat them 55-40. Throwing for the end zone, Trip Humphrey, another terrific catch. He's got his 2nd touchdown of the day. Trip Humphrey is quite an athlete, and he went up and over Ricky Nugent and brought it down. Touchdown Bruins. A 34-yard pass play.
It's just a drop-back pattern. You see Newton's looking at Humphrey all the way. He split out, not in his normal tight end position. And had Newton actually thrown that ball more to the center, it was a much easier catch. It was actually not that well thrown because it was behind Trip Humphrey, but to his credit, comes up with just an outstanding catch. He's got soft hands for a big man. Steven, I think that's just a testament to how evenly matched many people thought this ball game was going to be. Those that follow high school football on a regular basis, the writers for the papers and that, you know, we asked them, well, who do you think? And they both agreed that it's a pretty even matchup, and nobody really had a good feel as to which team might have a great advantage.
No, I think everybody's surprised that Cherry Creek is dominated, in large part because most people thought Horizon would be able to move the football. They've not been able to move it at all. And driving in for the touchdown, R.J. Pashada has scored. Ron Reagan, okay, 32, not 22. Ron Reagan has scored his first touchdown. So the man they call the Prez for the Bruins gets into the end zone. It is 46.
Yeah. So Ron Reagan only had 4 touchdowns over the course of the regular season. Really doesn't carry the ball all that much, but he's a great blocker, not a big receiver, and he gets rewarded for his efforts through the course of this season by getting a touchdown in the state final game. His goal is to be competitive, or actually you want to win. If you can't win, be competitive, and then if you're not competitive, don't get shut out. And that's going to be their goal for the last couple minutes of this quarter and through the fourth quarter, I'm sure.
It's been quite a day for Cherry Creek, about to win their 3rd state title under Mike Wolford. And here comes the gun. It is over. Congratulations to Cherry Creek. They've won the 5A state championship, and they did it in style, beating Horizon 47-6.
Well, the Bruins will be celebrating tonight, and for good reason. I think they totally dominated this football game, and you can point to a number of different players. Newton had an outstanding game. Prashada, McDonald, the whole offensive line for Cherry Creek. I think you have to give credit to all of them, and to the defense, to Rocky Martin, the defensive coordinator for Cherry Creek, for totally shutting down the Horizon Hawks. And I guess it's just really surprising that the dominance that Cherry Creek held over Horizon in their first ever trip to the semifinal, or to the final.
Yeah, Creek's 4th championship since '85, their 3rd since 1990. So they've got a program rolling, a dominant program, and I guess it shows no signs of letting up. It's all over. Cherry Creek has won it 47-6.